Hi, Nikki.
Hello. Hi,
How are
Christina.
you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
Hi,
Thank you so much for
Abdi.
having me. Okay, so my name is Nicky, and initially I'm an architect from Beirut, Lebanon. And recently I'm going deeper into computational design, digital fabrication, and specifically digital art right now. So today we're going to talk about NFTs. This word we have been hearing a lot lately, NFTs everywhere, crypto art, and this mystic vibe going on right now.
Yeah.
And it sure can be intimidating at first, especially for someone who is not really technologically savvy or technologically inclined. But once you know a little bit the basics and understand a little bit the language and I think everything will become really simple and the mysticism will dissipate quickly.
Okay.
So
Let's tell us.
NFTs, NFTs is short for non-fungible tokens. Non-fungible tokens are a form of art, crypto art specifically because we exchange these art pieces using crypto. They are most commonly known as digital art, but not necessarily. It can be anything, any form of art, like ranging from a photograph, even an audio file, a GIF. I've seen even selfies, screenshots, anything that can have like a message somewhere, or someone can feel he can relate to it or something. So
Or that they want to collect it, right?
exactly. Exactly. So that said, crypto art isn't only for digital artists, it's for analog artists too. It's a place where one can showcase their art to potential buyers, and that's all it is. So think
What
of
is
it like
analog artist for people that don't know that?
analog artists are anyone like a painter, a photographer, any some sort of traditional or traditional art, or let's call it analog artist.
Okay.
So we think about this NFT marketplace like a new form of digital museum where you can go and visit different artists' work and even buy a couple, and it's like walking in a virtual art exhibition.
But
And
people don't go to museums, so why do they go there?
what do you mean people don't
Pe-
go into museums?
People don't go to museums anymore. They're over them.
Yes, now because recently with the the pandemic we are facing and the worldwide lockdowns, the museums and art exposition are usually closed, and this is one of the reasons why the NFT market is booming right now.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah, so okay, so let's talk a little bit about cryptocurrency. Like you heard of Bitcoin, right?
Yeah,
Or
I
maybe
have Ethereum.
yes, and Ethereum, exactly. Ethereum is similar to Bitcoin in that it's a cryptocurrency, but unlike Bitcoin, Ethereum is the crypto most used in the transaction of NFTs or crypto art.
Which is the
S-
basically the money of
Exactly.
yeah.
The money the people are using to buy and exchange NFTs.
And so you put in like $1,000, you get like one ETH, right? Or you put
Right now, today, the price of one Ethereum reached 3.5K. So
wow.
that's a big number right now, yeah. And you can like
And who
when you
invented that? Like, do you know? I mean, it's been like how many years and
it's been around for a little more than 10 years, and it's a decentralized network, so no one really owns it. It's like a decentralized network. This is what makes it mm, this is why we like it. Yani. It's not owned by no one has the ultimate control over anything, you know.
okay.
So
So they just so the NFT thing, like, so they had already the currency set up separately, and
yes,
then somebody was like, let me just create a place where people can start trading art, and then we'll just use this currency to start trading it online.
exactly, exactly. And when you it's a great opportunity for artists because they can record like every transaction that has been made and like follow the path of the art. And if someone wants to resell a piece that he already bought, the artist will ultimately get his commission, and this is all recorded and all open to everyone to see on the blockchain. This is what makes
Why
it
does
like
that matter? Why do you think people like that?
because it's transparent. It's everybody can see it, and it's safe. It makes it safe because it's transparent. Everybody can see it.
So you feel like as an artist, like you have more control than if you never know. Like you could sell
Yes,
your painting and that could be resold.
yes,
You would never know that. And
yes, exactly, exactly. And when you sell an NFT, you are not really selling your copyright. Like you will always own it as an artist because it's your art, and they will only buy the right to show it on a screen or just to display it at their homes or something like that. And you will always have control over the copyright, or unless you want to transfer the copyright to the buyer, it's an option that you can choose as well.
that's an option in NFT? Like, is that a feature or something?
Yes, some marketplaces have this toggle button where you can transfer the copyright.
Wow. And that's on like which platforms?
Yeah, we'll talk about it in a bit.
Okay.
Okay, so let's talk about what makes an art piece an NFT. So everything can be art. We've seen it, يعني. But what makes an art piece an NFT? To make that, you would have to mint it on the blockchain. These are two new words. First, the blockchain. We said it's a decentralized technology that records the history of a digital asset, let it be a transaction or the digital file here, or the NFT in our case.
So like whoever buys, like I buy Nicky's his photograph.
Before you can even buy my photograph, like if I had my photo and I wanted to put it on the blockchain as an NFT, I would have to mint it. And
Yeah.
the process of minting is like mounting your art on the blockchain and giving it a specific recognizable ID, and uploading it to a specific marketplace like a specific marketplace dedicated for the exchange of crypto media.
Like if you go into a gallery and then they want to sell your work, they give it your name, they give a title to your art piece, and then they'll give you a number, and that number is
Exactly.
still, yeah.
Exactly. That's it. And to mint it on the blockchain, the artists usually have to pay gas fees. These gas fees are usually small fees required to mount your artwork on the blockchain and for it to be recognized everywhere, and to like forge it on the blockchain, let's say. Once you put it, it's there.
It feels expensive, isn't it? Like $80 per art piece?
Yes, the gas fees tend to fluctuate exactly how the Ethereum price fluctuates. Sometimes I've seen gas fees as low as $10. Sometimes I've seen gas fees as high as $250. So there's
Wow.
no like I'm not sure about the exact logic behind it, but I always keep an eye on it. And when gas fees are low, it's a good time for people to buy art and for artists to mint.
Is that the trick of like what makes people do it now? Like because the gas fee is low, I better buy this thing now. Is that the urgency?
Yes. Some people tend to look at it this way. Yes, why not?
Oh, that makes sense. Because I was always wondering, like, what's the urgency that's making people want to do this? But also, like, how are you supposed to afford that if you're going to put up 20 pieces? That's, that's a lot of money. Like, if you're saying
that's a lot of money.
$100 per piece, how do you know which one to start with or where to invest?
Exactly. There are two types of marketplaces. open marketplaces and closed marketplaces. The open marketplaces are comparable to an Etsy shop, like where anyone can sign up and anyone can sell their work. But
Like what's their names?
like there's Rarible, OpenSea.io, Mintable.app. I tried out Mintable for a while, simply because they were the first to introduce the concept of gasless NFTs. And the gasless NFTs were like appealing to me because the minting process is slightly different. It's made in a certain way where the buyer himself will pay these gas fees that we are talking about. And this gives room for new artists to give NFTs a try without an initial investment.
But do you get like a lower, it's like when you go to a football game, do you get like the lowest seat?
The lowest seat? No, like it's like these open marketplaces, Rarible, OpenSea, and Mintable are like very huge and very open. Like sometimes it can feel like there's a lot of يعني the it's not really specifically the categories. I don't know if you know what I mean. يعني it's like an open sea of madness, or like a shit show, you know, like full art everywhere. Like you don't know. It's not really specifically curated for specific kind of artists or specific kinds of people, like closed marketplaces. Yes, closed marketplaces are require an application process, and sometimes are curated specifically by the platform or sometimes by other artists. These closed marketplaces are some examples of them are Known Origin or Nifty Getaway, Super Rare, or Foundation.app. Foundation.app is really nice. I suggest you give it a look, give it a try, because it's, in my opinion, the best platform where it's so neatly designed. So the user interface is amazing. You don't feel lost. You feel that maybe all the pieces are like kind of have the same vibe, and it's a good marketplace. I am currently on the waiting list for Foundation, and they would have to review my profile, and once I get accepted, I would be able to mint everything there.
So where do you mint now?
Now I'm using Mintable. I gave also OpenSea a try, and I'm using right now Mintable specifically for the gasless NFTs.
Okay.
And a nice way to give your
somebody
NFT
can
value.
get you in. Let's go. Get him in. What are you waiting for?
I would love to. Amazing, man.
Do you have like a username or something that he needs to know?
Yes.
To get you in?
I'll send it's at Grasshopper.
At Grasshopper?
Yep.
All right, JR. At Grasshopper. Who else wants to get in? Anyone here? They can chat. DM him.
All right. Amazing. Thank you so much.
JR Nasser. Okay. All right. So we're at okay. So now we have our options, which are tell us what we're working with right now, so we can go to the next step.
All right. So we talked about the process of minting and open and closed marketplaces, and a nice way to like stand out or give your NFTs values is the scarcity or rarity factor associated to the art. So you can choose to sell your piece one of one edition and give it like an ultimate value, and give it like it's one of a kind, and stuff like that.
How do you know how to title it?
How do you know how to title? Yes. This is the ultimate ultimate artist dilemma, because once you work a lot on your art and you see it in a certain way, maybe you are stuck in this perception. But a good way is like to look at it from an objective angle. Like I tend to look at it for like 5 minutes and see like the things that I have been missing out, like the subtle things and stuff like that. And well, I try to be as creative as I can, but I'm no copywriter.
What about, there's two options. One, you can give them the ability to have a lower, like you can put the lower resolution file and then they can download the higher resolution. Or you
Yes,
can just
to have the unlockable content.
yeah, what's
Yes.
is it harder to succeed if it's not unlocked, or what's the difference there for photographers?
For photographers, it would be nice to give a high resolution file as an unlockable content, or maybe a similar picture, like one picture associated with the one that he bought or something like that. It could be a good idea to have it, but it's not necessary. And I use sometimes the unlockable content when I give a render. When I give a render out, I use the unlockable content to give the 3D model to the client or customer.
Wow. So have you done it for architecture?
I have been trying, experimenting around.
That must be
Yes,
really unique. Like nobody gets renderings that they can
that,
have.
it's yes, exactly. I saw a screenshot being sold for 3 Ethereum. A screenshot.
Yeah, well, it's about something naughty, probably.
I guess so, yes. Or it was someone impersonating the person. It was like, "Hey, stop impersonating me. Get out my profile," and that was it. Just 2 sentences.
That's funny. But I mean, you never know, I guess.
Yeah.
So tell me about some of the pieces that you've put up.
I have put up a series of 5 or 6 images on OpenSea right now, but I didn't mint them yet, so they don't have like a value or price on them. But you can see them, I guess so. I'll send you the link also,
What's it?
or I'll even put it on my
name?
bio. It's Fractals of the Forest in OpenSea. OpenSea.io.
Can you spell it? Because this is going to go on our podcast.
1 second, I'll write it here.
All right. Do you make friends on any of these platforms?
Do you make what? I'm sorry, I didn't get that.
Friends?
Friends, of course. Some platforms have dedicated Discord channels where you can meet other artists and even buyers there. You can connect with them, have like a relationship with them. It's
So how much is it like people are going to make money, or people are going to get inspired and like meet people and stuff?
I think it's a good market and a very good opportunity for artists to control and to control their work, and even have the opportunity to showcase their work. Like there are so many artists were not even getting recognized because maybe they don't have the means or the opportunities or stuff like that. I think this is a very nice opportunity for everyone.
Yeah, they can get away from those gas fees, because there's no way somebody can afford that $80, $100, $200.
Yeah, I totally get that. That's why I started with Mintable and the gasless fees to maybe earn a little bit and invest in on another platform.
Yeah, and so tell me, so where are you? What do you like? What's your next step now?
My next step now is getting in foundation and full power, Yana.
So what does full power mean for you? Like how many pieces do you have up there? Like what does it look like?
Right now I currently have 4 different collections, just like the one on OpenSea. They are generated fractals out of mathematical algorithms and then rendered into with nice colors and so, to make it look nice. These are like my current art pieces that I want to go on with.
Is there anything else you can do with these, or you just have to kind of sit and wait and like have people like them?
You can promote them on Twitter, on Instagram, on your social media, stuff like that. It's good to get more people involved and seeing your projects.
It would be really cool to collaborate too, and like create new things and ideas.
Of course, that would be amazing, and a nice way to collaborate with sound artists, like sound designers and music producers, and people like that can usually make a small ambient sound for a picture or a GIF, a small animation. It would increase in value, of course, yeah.
But can you add that in later, or you have to remint it?
I don't think you can remint it. Once the artwork has been minted, like it's been forged, you cannot change it. You cannot change even the description or.
There's even like folders, like a Dropbox kind of thing for the file. Like when you want to go download a file, it's better not to use like Google Drive or Dropbox. They actually have their own, what is it called? Like a blockchain folder. I forget what the name of the company is, but you basically, that's saying that is going to be there forever. So it's forever, basically. It's like they're saying in 100 years, somebody can go and download that file.
Wow, it's amazing. It's amazing. And it should be with the same blockchain technology, Anna.
Yeah.
With the decentralized, and no one has the full private and
that's scary to think like, oh, something I can do can be there for 100 years.
Yeah, scary and lovely at the same time. Like immortality.
So how do you, like, when you make your sale, like say I sell my art piece and I make $10,000, I can just pull it out and it goes back into Coinbase or wherever, or what happens?
Of course. You will receive it in Coinbase as Ethereum, and then you can transfer it into more tangible currency like US dollars, euro, or anything else.
And you can, but then you have to like re-put it in your wallet. You didn't talk about the wallets actually. Like the gas fees, you actually need to use a different product too. You have to use, like I use that little lion, what's his name?
MetaMask.
MetaMask, yeah.
Yeah, I use it too.
And it's a fox. It's not even a lion. But
it's a fox, yeah. Yeah, I use it too. It's
you have to go back in and you have to fill the money into there and then use it again. So you're going to check out from MetaMask into Coinbase, or how does that work?
If you use MetaMask for your account when you are for your marketplace account, if you use MetaMask, the funds will be transferred to MetaMask. Yeah, and the MetaMask, your MetaMask wallet here represents your email. Like if you want to sign in to any marketplace, no one will ask you an email or password or anything. They will only ask you for your wallet ID, and this is like your personal ID inside this marketplace. So when you sell an art piece, directly the funds will be transferred into your MetaMask wallet, and then you can do whatever you want with them.
Okay, so you can leave it there and then reinvest it, or you can check it out.
Exactly.
Cool. And I think all the other things are amazing too, like buying lifetime concert tickets and all these like.
Exactly.
But what scares me sometimes is like the fact that people are selling themselves. They're like, I will, like, do you think people are going to be like, you can call me anytime you want over the next 10 years and then people buy that?
Yes, this is where it gets a little bit of comedy on it. This is This is crazy.
Yeah. What I noticed is some of the products are very beautiful. Like Rarible, I think is a beautifully designed product. And then I look at some of the popular photography and I'm like, it's like a lot of them are like naked girl photos. And I'm like, the world has not changed where you have this brand new product. And then they're like, oh, these photos are selling for millions of dollars. And then you're going and looking at the popular ones and it's like, this is crazy. So that's why I feel like if we have artists like on our platform that are participating in this and showing all of these different ideas, and it's way better than if you're going and you're putting value on this thing that is like doesn't belong in this like new ecosystem of the new world, you know?
Yes, yes, I totally understand.
So that's what gets me excited that like anybody can participate in it instead of you're just gonna have like the 1% that's going and putting the same garbage that we've seen everywhere else. You know?
Exactly. This is the biggest advantage of the open marketplaces, like Rarible, OpenSea, and Mintable, and
Are
a
they
lot of others.
are they connected together? Like Rarible goes on OpenSea, or can you explain to people how that works?
Some of them are connected together, like once you mint your piece on Mintable, you can showcase it on OpenSea, and some of them like have this partnership going on. And but usually I don't really like advise to mint the same piece on different platforms, as it reduces the value of it by diminishing the scarcity factor. We
Okay.
talked about like the one of one edition, the super rare photograph, the one of a kind, and this is what gives it value. Yeah.
So if you post on Rarible, do you need to say like export this to OpenSea, or does it automatically show up on OpenSea?
No, it won't show up on OpenSea. You would have to go on OpenSea and enter your account, the same one you use for Rarible, like the same wallet, and there you will see your minted NFTs on Rarible. You click there and you can show them on your OpenSea profile.
So what's connecting is the MetaMask, not Rarible. Like I'm not
Yes.
signing into
Yes, yes,
Rarible
yes.
through OpenSea, like I would have to
No,
sign
it's
into
Rarible
Facebook.
through OpenSea. No, it's not MetaMask that's connected. The MetaMask is your identity to have your own NFTs and your own profile.
Yeah.
But you can see on OpenSea that it's partnered with Rarible and a lot of like six different other marketplaces.
Yeah. But OpenSea is the biggest. I mean, they
OpenSea
say
is
the
an open
largest.
sea of madness. I see it as an open sea of madness. It's
Really?
huge. Yes, it's huge, and I don't really like the search engine inside because it's like too much chaos. Too much chaos. You don't see like you can see like 8-bit art next to very beautiful other kind of art, and
Yeah, there's no is there curation in the other ones?
in the closed marketplaces, yes, like Nifty, Known Origin, and Foundation.
Okay. So to wrap up your tool set, can you tell everybody what your tool set is that you use and what you get to use for, so they can write it down and then go look it up?
Okay, so first of all, we have uh, the wallet, the crypto wallet. You need to have to find the wallet that suits you, but try to find an Ethereum wallet because this is the currency that we want to use.
What's yours, MetaMask?
Yes, I use MetaMask.
Okay, so that's one thing.
Yes, try to find your visit all sorts of marketplaces, Known Origin, Foundation, and choose the best one or the one that suits you best, and try there. I would suggest also for new artists to try on Mintable for its gasless option, and that's it really. That's just it.
And then how do you get people to know, like is it your job to go and share everything on social media and stuff?
At first, yes. At first, yes, it's your job to get recognized and have people check in your profile and see your art, your style, and everything like that. And you will find the one that suits you best.
And then you said there's also chats, so like on Discord. So do you?
Yes, some marketplaces like Known Origin and Mintable have their own Discord channel where you can just join, and there is a specific server for that. Showcase your NFTs or show us your art, and the Twitter is a very nice option also to show your art and because there is a lot of NFT collectors or forwarders where everyone like replies, show me your best NFTs, and then you'll have like 50 different replies, everyone showing their work. That's a good idea.
Yeah, I think they brought Twitter back, honestly. I'm like,
Yeah,
Twitter's making a comeback.
exactly.
It's
That's
hilarious.
exactly what I thought.
Really? Yeah, I was like, wow, like everybody all of a sudden is on Twitter all the time. Also because of Clubhouse, a lot of people
Yeah.
are on Twitter, so
Yeah,
it's so funny. Don't sleep on Twitter, I guess. Awesome. Well, thanks so much for joining us. And
Thank you so much. I hope I made
awesome. Well, thank you very much. And
Thank you
talk
so
to you
much.
soon. Bye.
Thank you so much. See ya.
Yeah.